Big exciting news to start your afternoon as the president calls for the 2000 stimulus check to be done ASAP. President Donald Trump says get the $2,000 stimulus check bill passed ASAP. The question is, which bill? The Cash Act is one bill, and the Lobster Bill, Mitch's bill, is another. Meantime, the incredible great news is that stimulus checks are arriving in people's bank accounts, finally. Viewers overnight got stimulus checks in their bank accounts. Some got it last night, some got it this morning, some got it this afternoon. Yours will be coming shortly. If you didn't get it in this video, I'm going to go over when it's coming. Meantime, if it's paper check, you're getting it by the end of the week. All exciting, great news. But what's going to happen with the $2,000 stimulus check? Will it be called for a vote? It will. And how will it get called? I'll go over those details. Meantime, what is Bernie doing? What's going on New Year's Eve? Are they stayed in session? They are. They're all battling down to the wire to get the $2,000 stimulus check out. It's all exciting, great news. And this is Afternoons LALATE. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Afternoons at LALATE, and boy, am I excited for you. Millions of viewers got $600 stimulus checks in their bank account overnight. Some got them today. Some will get them tomorrow. The incredible news is abound left and right. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. This channel is now a 24-hour news channel delivering you news from 1 a.m. to 1 a.m. the next day. 80 million views in 8 months. Thank you for being along the ride, and we're just starting. Also, like this video, it really helps in the algorithm rankings. In this video, I'll go over the stimulus check from Sunday, the second stimulus check. $600. When are you getting it? Are you getting it? How much? What do you have to do? What can you not do? All the details, routing information, arrival date, arrival times for the second stimulus check, and more. Then I'll be coming back to Congress, going over what's happening in Congress today and what will happen over the next few days. Meantime, exciting news continues on Afternoons LALATE. Right after this video is purple. I'll go over state stimulus being pushed across the board and more state stimulus coming additionally. Then third stimulus follows after purple on Afternoons LALATE, in which I go over the third stimulus package coming to you in January. This is Biden's stimulus. And finally, I'm back live on Being a Mitch after that to answer your questions and the new developments. Boy, let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news as you start the afternoon is this an exciting day. Viewers finally got their second stimulus check. Let me explain how much, routing times, arrival times, and more. Let's get right to it and rock and roll. The $600 stimulus check is being paid now. Yesterday, Steve Mnuchin, Treasury Secretary to Donald Trump, said that the stimulus checks went out yesterday electronically. In a shocking development, the stimulus checks can be delivered by IRS in 1 day electronically. A massive push to all Americans who are signed up for electronic receipt was done yesterday, and those stimulus checks are en route and started arriving last night to some viewers who reported the stimulus check in their account as early as last night. So who's getting it electronically first? These are people who are signed up for SSI, SSDI, Social Security, or railroad benefits, and get their monthly checks electronically and are not adult dependents. Next, if you pay your taxes electronically, you're also set up for electronic receipt. Everyone else is paper check. If you had an electronic account and the IRS was provided it and it no longer exists, IRS will attempt it, it will fail, and then they're going to send you a paper check. All right, now let's go to routing times. The stimulus checks electronically would start appearing in your account today and tomorrow and the day after New Year's. By most accounts, most viewers will get the stimulus checks in their account by tomorrow. You will show it either pending today or available funds today, and rare occurrences tomorrow. And this is for electronic receipt. Now, some banks take to up to 3 days for electronic receipt. Some credit unions do it within a few hours. So some viewers actually saw the check posting yesterday. Exciting news across the board. What can you not do for routing of the stimulus check? Before I get to that, let me go over the paper check. The paper check would come likely by the end of this week and then continue into the next week. This is exciting, great news. How much is the stimulus check? It's $600 for individuals, married couple $1,200, $600 for children, up to a family of 4, not paying for adult dependents. There you go. So what can you not fix with a stimulus check? You cannot fix really anything at this point. So whatever IRS knows about you is what they're paying on. You cannot fix them, update, change, do a non-filer filing. Can't do that anymore. As I've been reporting for 6 months on this channel, don't wait now. Do it in July and August. The window's now closed. It won't be closed indefinitely. You'll likely be able to fix it in a few months, but not now. So new children in the household, they don't know about it, IRS. New family member, new married couple, don't know about that, IRS. Cannot fix it. They're going to pay based upon what they last knew about you. And that's it. The answer is basically no for everything else. All right, so what else about the stimulus check? It's not taken out for debt collections. It's not taken out for child support. And it's not taken out for bankruptcy or past due things. Very, very simple. Okay, what else is going on? Well, what's going on is the battle for the $2,000 stimulus check. And the battle for the $2,000 stimulus check stems from a desire by Democrats and now Republicans and independents to give you more than the $600. You're getting the $600. It's landing in your bank account. But they rather give you $2,000. So they intend to give you the remainder of the money to get you to $2,000. Not $2,600. They intend to give you another $1,400 to get you to $2,000. But it depends on who you ask who they want to pay the money to. All Democrats want to pay the money to people under the Cash Act. That's a bill that was passed in the House, is currently in the Senate. Mitch McConnell, however, only wants to pay the $2,000 to certain people under what I'm calling the lobster bill. It has no catchy name, so I'm calling it the lobster bill. Let me explain the difference between the two bills. Both bills, the Cash Act and Mitch's lobster bill, pays a $2,000 stimulus check to individuals. So you would get the remainder to get to $2,000. $4,000 for married couples. Then the next fascinating detail is that children would be raised from $600 to $2,000 in both the bills. In both the bills, moreover, a family of 4 would get $8,000 and they would be raised to that point. So far, these two bills look exactly the same. This is where they become different. The Cash Act takes care of adult dependents who are not paid under the second stimulus package this weekend or in the checks that went out today. Adult dependents are not paid a stimulus check. So the Cash Act would pay them the full $2,000 stimulus check. McConnell's bill, the lobster bill, doesn't pay them anything. Next, the Cash Act sees a problem with the first stimulus package, the one in the spring, and says, you know what, we need to pay people who didn't get a stimulus check in the first time around. That was adult dependents. So that vows to pay a retroactive stimulus check to adult dependents back to March. It's wonderful. It's needed. It's shocking. It's great. What does Mitch McConnell say about it? No way. So he doesn't want to pay that retroactive stimulus check. What else is different between the Cash Act and the lobster bill? McConnell wants to put in two things that have nothing to do with your stimulus check. One is Section 230 that has to do with blocking, with changing liability of social media companies. And another one is election fraud investigations. Nothing has to do anything with stimulus. So what is the procedural success of the two bills and who's supporting them? Ironically, the great news, the shocking great news, is that $2,000 is now a mainstream number supported by Democrats and Republicans. In the last 24 hours, Loeffler and Perdue, the incumbent Republicans out of Georgia, have come out in favor of a $2,000 stimulus check. Lindsey Graham came out in favor of a $2,000 stimulus check. Susan Collins came out in favor of a $2,000 stimulus check. And Marco Rubio came out in favor of a $2,000 stimulus check. Now, what McConnell's betting on is that these people who are Republicans that are in favor of a $2,000 stimulus check are not saying that they're in favor of the Cash Act, that they're in favor of a $2,000 stimulus check in general. Susan Collins is an example. She says, I want people to get $2,000, but I'm confused by the Cash Act's language. It looks like a family that made $300,000 would get an $8,000 stimulus check. That doesn't make sense. She's actually correct. There is some strange language in the Cash Act that makes the eligibility look like it goes through roof, and yet you get a very nice $8,000 stimulus check. So that's what Mitch McConnell's betting on, is that he can split some Republicans to realize there's problems with the language of the Cash Act. So where is the Cash Act? It's currently in the Senate. How long can it stay there? It's expiring in a couple of days. Well, what about the House? The House is in recess. The House is gone. The Senate is still in session. Well, can the Senate get it voted upon? Ultimately, the pushing of the vote in the Senate is becoming a tight walk. And what's going on? This is what's going on. The Senate's in session and would normally go into recess now, but Bernie Sanders and Chuck Schumer and other Democrats are doing maneuvers to keep the Senate open on purpose to block anything else from happening and to force a vote on the Cash Act. How are they doing it? They're doing it through a lot of complicated processes like a filibuster. They're also forcing people to come back into town that would not normally be in town, like Perdue, like Loeffler from Georgia, who have Senate races they're battling on till January 5th out of town. They're currently in Georgia, forcing them to come back to town and vote on the Cash Act. So will a vote happen? I'm reporting that I believe a vote will be pushed somewhere around Friday or Saturday of this weekend, if not right after the holidays. And how are they anchoring it? They're anchoring it to a national defense spending bill. The national defense spending bill is approved every year. It's been approved for 60 years. And what they're trying to do is say, hey, you don't get your national defense spending bill unless you vote on the Cash Act. And the national defense spending bill, it's about to expire first before the Cash Act. Really interesting. So are you going to get the $2,000 stimulus check? Let's see what happens next. All right, what I want to turn to now in this video is I want to go over what's in the second stimulus, what you're going to get paid. This is the bill the president signed on Sunday. What you're going to get paid, when you're going to get paid, and how much you're going to get paid. Get ready. Let's get to it. First, farmers and ranchers will get an additional stimulus check. This will likely take the form of an EIDL grant or something like that. They're getting an additional stimulus check based upon impact of this pandemic on their business. Then another round of PPP. Then EIDL grant is back for inner cities. That will go live in the next few days. Then you're going to see SNAP benefits automatically increase in your bank from your account to 15%. Nothing for you to do. It's all automatic. I'm reporting this is the next likely thing to hit. The thing to hit after SNAP is PUA, UI, and FPUC. FPUC will be $300 a week. It will be going forward. It will go on top of your UI. It will go on top of your PUA. It's automatic. You don't have to do anything. So if you were making $150 a week, you'll get $150 plus $300. You don't have to do anything. What you do need to do is the following. If you are currently inactive, your state will switch you back to active, and then you need to watch your state's website. Every state's going to be different. And I'm reporting there's going to be a week of delay of benefits in the last week of December, first week of January, second week of January. So I want you to watch your state's unemployment website to see when you go from inactive to active and certify for benefits so you don't miss any benefits. There's more exciting stuff under the second stimulus package, and that's for low-income families. Those include wonderful things. First, childcare. Second, free internet. That's called broadband. Additionally, there is some wonderful free rent and utilities. That will be available in your cities and states. I expect this to be the slowest thing to pass out, to land where it needs to land. It's coming from the federal government, will land in the states, and then it'll be dispersed. I'm reporting it's about a month delay for that. But I've been wrong. Today, the Department of Labor said that there will be no delay on unemployment benefits from their standpoint. That has nothing to do with the states, of course. That's just getting the money to the states. I'm reporting that the states will be delayed, and no state has yet to verify that there is actually no delay. The only case in which there is no delay for your unemployment benefits is if your state has extended weeks of unemployment benefits and you're staying active and remaining active. So what is next on path? Well, you need to understand that the eviction moratorium, which was set to expire in December, won't expire. It's a CDC eviction moratorium. It's extended to late January. And if you download the form before, you use the form before, you don't have to do it again. It's as simple as that. Really exciting news. So now, as you sit here today, second stimulus is done. The second stimulus package is done. What we're going to see on this channel is you're going to see me helping you get the stuff under the second stimulus. All the programs are going to start to go live progressively. They're not live yet. All the applications are going to go live. They're not live yet. And I'm going to be here to help you get the money under the second stimulus. A lot of these things you actually have to do things for to get them. So I will assist you on getting the information, on getting the money. Then we go right into third stimulus check and third stimulus package. That's Biden's stimulus in January. What I want you to know is that there is two things that are going to cause you a bind in addition to a delay of your unemployment benefits, and that is mortgage forbearance and student loan debt repayment. There is nothing for them under the second stimulus package. So I'm reporting that they'll be protected by executive order on the first day of Biden's administration, but that's still 30 days away. I don't want you to get in a bind, so be on alert about that. So with that, we go from second stimulus now to third stimulus in January. When would Cash Act kick in? Cash Act can kick in at any time. Chuck Schumer minutes ago before this recording said he's trying to force a vote and ask for a vote by the end of today on the Cash Act. They want to vote on it immediately. President Donald Trump has never tweeted the words Cash Act. Rather, he's tweeted the words $2,000. The president, moreover, has tweeted things that are consistent with what Mitch McConnell's bill has in it, but not consistent with what's in the Cash Act. Let me give you an example. The president has never said anything about adult dependents. That came from the Democrats. The president did mention he wants in his stimulus, his $2,000 stimulus bill, the Section 230 to be added and the election fraud to be investigated. That's exactly why Mitch McConnell put it in there. Do I see any hope for Mitch McConnell's bill? No. Can Mitch McConnell revise the Cash Act? He can, but it requires a vote, and there's not enough people for that vote. Ultimately, you're going to see a lot of wrangling, and the more that there are blockades created by Sanders and by Schumer, the more hope that this gets done. With that, join me next on Purple. I'll be going over the big money for your state stimulus, and then I'm back with third stimulus check and third stimulus package, the big money for SSI and SSDI. If you've not subscribed, please do. Also like this video. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and save that life for more.